It's a challenging concept to define. To a certain extent, we can say that military human enhancement is the augmentation of the human body to add to the human warfighter some characteristics that are not common in non-warfighters. There are several different methods of military human enhancement. These include genetic engineering, brain-to-computer interfaces, robotic augmentations of human beings, and each has varying objectives. Some can be therapeutic, while others can be enhancing the warfighter to make them stronger, more able, or perhaps even able to facilitate learning more quickly. For the most part, we're still in the very early stages of military human enhancement. It's a very challenging question to determine what types of military human enhancements would be eligible for Article 36 review. The threshold issue is whether or not the enhancement itself is a weapon or a means of warfare. And it's not always something that's easy to determine, in large part due to the fact that some enhancements can be therapeutic, while others can be geared more towards making the warfighter better at his or her job. One type of human enhancement for which an Article 36 review may be necessary is a brain-to-computer interface, particularly if the interface is used such that the warfighter can control a robotic arm or some type of other means of warfare. There are some international laws and international doctrines that purport to regulate human subjects research, although for the most part they're quite vague and don't provide clear guidance. On the other hand, there are over 1,000 national laws and guidelines from 126 countries that guide research in military personnel. So for the most part, research involving military human enhancements is guided by national legislation, and each nation must look to its laws to determine what types of enhancements can and cannot be tested, and the parameters for each type of testing. That said, one important factor is looking at the laws of a particular nation and also looking at the practices of that nation and what happens if that particular nation doesn't abide by its own laws. Do warfighters have legal remedies against their own country? Are there benefits provided to those warfighters in the event of some type of research-related harm? These are really important questions that need to be addressed. I think that there are three guiding principles that can help outline the parameters for human enhancement research on military personnel. The first deals with legitimate military purpose, which essentially refers to the fact that whether or not the enhancement is undertaken pursuant to laws of war and for just reasons. The second principle deals with accountability, which ensures that those who are conducting the research are held accountable not only to their warfighters, but to their nation and on the international level. And the third guiding principle is that of maintaining warfighter dignity, which essentially means treating all warfighters with respect and ensuring that all constitutional and individual liberties are protected.